Hello. So I will not lie. I debated coming on because I was not not ready, and I have my fun bun in and everything, and so I almost didn't come on, but then I thought, can we just normalize? Can we just normalize showing up to speak our truth when we have it on our heart without needing to get ready? can we just can we just make that a thing? So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna come on. This is on my heart right now, and I want to say it while it's here, while it authentically feels like it's something I really want to say. So, um, I think I have said this many times over. I think I've really said it till the cows come home. Like, I love being a coach. I love what I do, and I'm honored to do this work. But I think one of the hardest things sometimes is you feel like you spend a lot of time trying to get, like, it's almost like you want people to step into their truth more than they want to step into their truth and or step into the things that they really want for themselves. And sometimes it's really hard because you, as a coach, you have to detach from other people, not moving forward in ways that can really, really help them. And one thing I've been thinking about today on this topic, because I'm noticing this trend a lot, is the idea that it's really not even a question of do they want it or not. It's more of do they feel like they're worthy of having it or not. And because I'll get a lot of people that share like, oh, I just I'm really excited. I'm really excited. This feels so aligned. This feels like it's the right move for me. I really want to step into this new version of myself. Just want to think on it. Then what happens is a couple days later, they come back and they say, actually, I don't know that this is right. I just don't even know if I have the time right now. I don't know if I have the money, blah, blah, blah. And what I notice is in this conversation, it's there, the time that is spent away from that moment of inspiration that I posted about yesterday, the moment that we don't take action and then we spend time rationalizing for our limitations, what's happening is it's our ego stepping in. It's protecting us from the unknown. It's stepping in to tell us, oh, I don't know what's ahead. I can't tell you what that road looks like. So let me swoop in and let me keep you where you're safe, where you know the truth. So let me keep giving you scenarios that align to what you are familiar with and give you all the reason in the world to just stay comfortable and stay where you're at and not have to do anything and not change. So it keeps you in the same loop. And when I hear people saying they need more time or they don't have time or whatever, like they're just never going to be the right time to make change. You just have to get uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable and make that change, And so I always want to, when I chat with people that are kind of dealing with this level of, do I deserve this change within myself? Do I deserve to step into this new level of me? I ask them, I present, well, let's think about it. Is it that you don't actually have the time to dedicate to yourself, or is it that you're not prioritizing yourself because you're afraid that you can't trust yourself to follow through on the things you want to follow through on, and so you're just not even going to try for it? So there's deeper level conversations in both. There's a lot of work that you can do to really resolve both. If it's how do we prioritize ourselves, or is it a lot of fear coming in? Is it how do we prioritize time better? There's so many different ways that you can really dive into the subject, but at the end of the day, sometimes we have to just trust and know, like, we are worthy. We're worthy of what we want. We are enough, and wanting something in our life is enough of a reason to be able to have it for ourselves. And then letting that serve as a thing that pushes you past the fear, pushes you past the, I don't know what's ahead, but I'm just going to go for it because it feels aligned to what I want. And, just being willing to say yes sometimes. I'm very passionate about that. And I'm not just, speaking on my ass here. Like, this is stuff that I have been practicing for years. The reason I have a business, and actually technically my second business now, is because I went for it. I faced the fears. I made moves when it was uncomfortable. I made moves when I didn't want to make moves because I knew it was in the direction of what I wanted, and I was going to have to just get over it and do it. And I've done it time and time again now, where it becomes less scary. And now the way that I think about fear and think about the unknown is, my instant correlation with it is, oh, this is something I'm afraid of. This is actually something I'm supposed to do. this is actually the thing I'm most afraid of, as annoying as this is something I have to do. And that's just how I think about it now. So it's allowing me to move faster. But you know what? It took practice. It took me doing, like, for example, it took me going live for over a year, just continuing to do it. Now it's like, I don't mind. Maybe I'll go live for a second. Maybe I'll go live, with my bare face and my fun bun, as one example. Now I'll, hop on people's podcasts and people's, IGTVs, and I'll make my own IGTVs, and I'll, yeah, let me just, I don't know how to start a business, but I'm going to hire this coach and pay more money than I've ever paid to have a coach so they can help me. I'm just willing to do more of the things now because I've done more. I've done the scary stuff over and over and over again. And so sometimes I just really think, like, you have to just at the end of the day know, like, you deserve all the things that you want. You deserve it, and that's enough of a reason to receive it. But you have to start knowing that within yourself. You have to start really, really embodying that emotion and that ideal, because when you do, you will start to put yourself first in different ways than you've ever done before. And that's the first part of just changing your loop and who you've always been and your patterns. So I just really want to encourage you to think differently, and just know, like, also a big part of it is when you're feeling, maybe you're just feeling like, I don't know if I deserve this or I want this. Part of that is it's happening because you're in the thick of it. You're in the heat of the, like, right before you could have the breakthrough, right before that thing could happen for you. It's really intense. That moment is really crazy and chaotic. And that's not just a moment usually, it's a time period. But if you can move towards things, if you can force yourself to move in the direction of something that feels like it's what you want, and I promise you that fear is going to dissolve. I promise you it's going to start feeling better and safer, and it's not gonna be as intense as it initially was when you were just creating stories about it while you're in the moment. Like, so anyways, I hope that made sense. There's so much I want to say on this topic, but I just really felt called to speak on this because I'm noticing so many people, whether they realize it's the word worthiness or not, are not allowing themselves to just take any action step towards what they want. I'm so passionate about this, and this is what I really love to help people through, is make it make sense. I take this crazy, scary stuff off the pedestal and let's break it down. And let's, like, for your life right now where you're at, how do we move you forward and towards what you want, without disrupting or disturbing your stability and your peace of life? Like, how do we give you all of it? So I'm so passionate because that's what I have done for my own self. I continue to do. So anyways, me, I just, when patterns come up, I got to speak on them. So I think worthiness is the word of the week, you guys. So, okay, anyways, happy Worthiness Wednesday. Hey, didn't even plan that. Okay. Bye all.